I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, August the 7th, 2015. 3 rockets were fired at Israel from Gaza today. 1 landed within Israeli territory in the Eshkol Regional Council, close to the border fence near Kisufim, in an open area. No damage or injury was reported. The other 2 rockets reportedly fell within Gaza. 2 IDF soldiers who were badly injured in the car-ramming terror attack yesterday while on patrol in the West Bank remain in serious to critical condition at Hadassah Hospital in Jerusalem today. A 3rd soldier is in light condition. He was named as Lieutenant Daniel Elbaz, who together with another soldier opened fire at the Palestinian driver, stopping the attack. The driver remains in serious condition. IDF forces carried out searches in the Arab village of Bidu, northwest of Jerusalem, where the suspected terrorist is from. Palestinian terror groups, meanwhile, praised the attack on the soldiers as heroic. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Ron Prosor, called on UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to condemn yesterday's car ramming as well as other recent terror attacks against Israelis, including a Molotov cocktail thrown at a car in Jerusalem earlier this week, which injured a young woman. Prosor told Ban it was the 3rd time in 3 days that he was making the plea. He said terror is terror no matter where it takes place or who is harmed. The people of Israel, Prosor said, deserve the same level of concern and empathy as any other people in the world. 2 senior Jewish Democrats announced last night that they will vote against the nuclear deal with Iran in Congress. New York State Senator Chuck Schumer and New York Representative Eliot Engel both said they had given the matter careful consideration and study. The New York Times cited a statement Schumer posted on website Medium last night, giving credit to President Barack Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry for their diplomatic efforts. But Schumer wrote, "I will vote to disapprove the agreement, not because I believe war is a viable or desirable option, nor to challenge the path of diplomacy. It is because I believe Iran will not change." Reuters cites Engel as stating, "The answers I've received simply don't convince me that this deal will keep a nuclear weapon out of Iran's hands and may in fact strengthen Iran's position as a destabilizing and destructive influence across the Middle East." While saying he has great respect for both lawmakers, Secretary of State Kerry responded saying he, quote, profoundly disagrees with Schumer and Engel. Kerry said it's a question of eliminating options in a realistic way, adding, "I would respectfully suggest that rejection is not a policy for the future. It does not offer any alternative." Local papers in Ukraine and in Hungary reported incidents of anti-Semitic vandalism this week. At the Uzhgorod Jewish Cemetery in Ukraine, police were investigating damage done to 19 headstones that were smashed sometime between July the 28th and August the 1st. And in Hungary, police suspect vandals destroyed a large stone memorial in Nyíregyháza, dedicated to the Jewish population that was murdered there during the Holocaust. A trial began yesterday against several officials in Argentina for their alleged role in covering up the investigation into the 1994 terror attack at the AMIA Jewish Center in Buenos Aires that left 85 people dead and hundreds injured. Among those on trial, former president of Argentina, Carlos Menem. The other 12 who face allegations include former judges and police officials. Iran is believed to have been behind the bombing. The former lead prosecutor on the cover-up investigation, Alberto Nisman, had accused present Argentine President Cristina Fernandez of reaching a secret deal with the Iranian government to cover up their role, something Fernandez strongly denied. Nisman was found dead of a gunshot wound to the head in January, the day before he was set to testify about his findings. Many people believe he was murdered. Menem was not present at the trial's opening yesterday, and it was not clear if he would be there in person or whether lawyers would be representing him at this point. The World Jewish Congress is criticizing Indonesian authorities for denying a visa to an Israeli badminton player. Misha Zilberman was denied a visa that would allow him to play in the World Badminton Championships, which are being held next week in the capital of Jakarta. WJC CEO Robert Singer said authorities in Indonesia are, quote, unfairly mixing politics and sports, excluding the Israeli athlete from taking part in the games. Singer also criticized the World Badminton Federation for doing nothing about the situation. Zilberman wrote on his Facebook page that the federation had simply chosen to ignore it. Indonesia does not have diplomatic relations with Israel. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight, Friday, August the 7th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock tonight from New York City's Central Synagogue. That is followed by an evening of song with Jules Frankel at 7:30. At 8:30, best-selling author of The Red Tent, Anita Diamond, speaks at the 92nd Street Y. And at 9:30, performer and writer Deb Filler stars in the film adaptation of her autobiographical off-Broadway show on life as the daughter of a Holocaust survivor, Punch Me in the Stomach. And at 10:30, Musica with Orthodox bluesman Lazer Lloyd. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.